Hey everyone, over the last couple of years, there has been a lot of buzz around the chemical sector in India. There's a huge growth potential in Indian chemical sector. One of the reasons is due to shutdown of chemical factories in China, and another reason is the shift in demand from China to other countries, as now multinational companies are trying to reduce their dependency from China. Hence, chemical sector in India would see a huge growth in the next 10-20 years. Also, the fact that the Indian government is focusing on manufacturing sector that would create huge demand for chemicals for both domestic consumption as well as for global export. So in this video, I'm going to cover the fundamentals of a company that is probably a part of every household in India. It is also one of the oldest chemical company in India. And as far as promoter pedigree is concerned, it belongs to one of the most trusted business house of the country. Can you guess the name? Well, it is Tata Chemicals. And the product that I am referring to is Tata Salt, which is part of probably every household in India. Although Tata Chemical transferred its Tata Salt business to Tata Consumer. So in this video, we'll look at the business of Tata Chemicals, its leadership, key strength, future growth, key risk and competitors, and then we'll cover the financials. Finally, we'll look at the valuation of Tata Chemical to decide if it is worth investing in the company or not. Alright, let's get started. The history of Tata Chemicals dates back to pre-independence. So in the late 1920s, Kapil Ram Vakil, a chemical engineer educated in England, set up the salt work in Gujarat. A decade later, he wanted to expand and set up a soda ash plant, but he did not have the required financial resources. Hence, he approached the Tatas and they agreed to take over the company, and that's how Tata Chemical was born in 1939. So Tata Chemical is a very old company. It has been a part of almost every household in India with its product Tata Salt, also popularly known as Desh Ka Namak. Although in 2020, Tata Salt division was moved from Tata Chemical to Tata Consumer. Over the years, Tata Chemical has transformed to add a lot of new products in its portfolio. So now let us try to understand its business. Tata Chemical business can be divided into two broad categories: basic chemical and specialty chemical. The basic chemical product include soda ash, sodium bicarbonate, caustic soda, and other key ingredients. Within this basic chemical segment, soda ash is the biggest contributor in the revenues and profitability. Now it is very important to understand the usage of soda ash. Its biggest use is in the manufacturing of glasses. Soda ash is a key component in glass manufacturing. In fact, more than 50% of soda ash in the world is used for glass manufacturing, and glass is used everywhere. One of the biggest applications of glass is in solar panels, and we all know the potential in solar energy. The future is all about sustainable energy production, which is being led by solar power. So there is huge demand for soda ash all over the world. Tata Chemical currently is the third largest producer of soda ash in the world, and it has manufacturing facility in India, UK, Kenya and US. Soda ash is also used in detergents, and it is one of the principal raw material used in the production of lithium carbonate, which is an important component in EV batteries. So you can imagine the potential. Tata Chemical is also the sixth largest producer of sodium bicarbonate, also known as baking soda. It is one of the most commonly used products in bakery product, animal feed, pharmaceutical, mainly to cure indigestion, heartburn, sore stomach, etc. The next division is specialty chemistry that covers three verticals. First is agri-science division. Tata Chemical hold a strong position in agri-sciences through its subsidiary Rallis India that has 7 power brands in crop protection and agri-input solution. Tata Chemical hold 50% stake in Rallis India, which is also a public listed company. Then second vertical is nutritional science. This vertical offers an innovative range of good for health nutritional solution, prebiotic and healthier alternative to regular sugar for consumers under the brand name Tata NQ. Then third vertical is material science solution. It includes cutting edge products such as nano zinc oxide, highly dispersible silica and other grades of silica. This serves needs of higher performance material across several industries, including your tires and rubbers. With silica products, Tata Chemical is targeting the high growth market of tires, especially the green tire made of SDS, whose demand is being propelled by stringent emission norms and tire labeling. This would be very useful in new electric vehicle cars. Then its specialty grade of silica can be used as a thickening agent in toothpaste and coating application. Another solution is nano zinc oxide with improved antifungal, antimicrobial, and UV blocking properties for use in industrial and cosmetic applications. Tata Chemical is the only company in India to start lithium-ion recycling operation. It has signed an MOU with ISRO, where ISRO will transfer the lithium-ion cell technology to Tata Chemical in order to understand its viability for manufacturing lithium-ion cell in India. Now, if you look at the revenue breakup in Q1 of FY23, company made a sale of 3,995 crore. Out of this, 75% revenue is from basic chemical and 25% is from specialty chemical. As far as growth is concerned, both basic and specialty chemical segment are growing at a very good rate. Last year, company's basic chemical division grew at 28% and specialty chemical division grew at 45%. Company has a strong team of over 5,000 employees with 13 manufacturing units in Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra. It also has manufacturing unit in US, UK, Kenya to manufacture soda ash and sodium bicarbonate. Company also has 3 R&D centers with 200 plus scientists. If you look at the leadership, Tata Chemical promoter is Tata Sons, which is perhaps the most trusted business group in India. Tata Chemical MD and CEO is R. Mukundan. He is an IIT Roorkee graduate and has done his masters from FMS Delhi. He is also an alumnus of Harvard Business School. He has been associated with Tata Group with 26 plus years, where he started his career with TAS, that is Tata Administrative Services. Overall, on the business and its leadership, I would rate it 10 on 10. If you look at the key strength of Tata Chemical, then one of the biggest strengths is its brand name. Tata is a well-known brand across the world, and that gives it an edge over the competitors. The next strength is very strong manufacturing and distribution capability. Tata Chemical do not have manufacturing in India, but also has manufacturing plants in US, Europe and Kenya, so it covers 4 continents. This gives them access to entire world market. Then third strength is innovation. Tata Chemical focuses a lot on R&D. You would be surprised to know that Tata Chemical has 177 patents under its name with over 100 active patent applications. So that gives them a big advantage over the competitor. Tata Chemical has won the prestigious CII's India's top 25 most innovative company in 2021 for the 3rd time in a row. If you look at the key risk, raw material price fluctuation has been a big risk for the company. Soda ash is one of the major contributors in company's revenue. However, the prices of soda ash depend upon international market, which fluctuate based on demand and supply. So soda ash business is exposed to price volatility. Recently, due to high demand, soda ash prices jumped quite a lot and resulted in high margins for the company. However, in the future, any fall in soda ash prices can impact the margins of the company and its profitability. So make sure that you understand this risk before investing your money. The next risk is demand risk. Company business eventually depend upon the end industries and that impact the demand for the basic chemical. For example, if the demand for glass manufacturing reduces, it will directly impact the business. Although the long-term demand for the company's product are intact. If you look at the competitors, there are different competitors in different category. It has competition from GHCL, Coromandel International, Godrej Agrovet, etc. If you look at the future growth, chemical sector has been a long-term growth story for India due to global players looking for alternative to China, and India has emerged as a top contender. Not only this, there is also a huge surge in demand from within the country due to rising consumption level, and chemicals are required in almost every manufacturing sector. Within this, specialty chemical sector is looking even better in terms of growth due to its high margin business and new innovative products. Even Tata Chemical leadership is confident towards the specialty chemical business growth and mentioned that our 3 verticals of performance material, nutritional science and agri-sciences are well positioned to deliver robust performance and accelerate the transformation of the company along the vectors of sustainability and good health. Moreover, another important aspect in chemical sector that will drive the future growth is sustainability. Chemical sector produces hazardous byproducts, and sustainability in terms of recycling of waste would be a key parameter that would differentiate the winners from the losers. Tata Chemical already understands this and has a very strong focus on sustainability. As we discussed before, there's a lot of focus on electric vehicle, and Tata Chemical has already started recycling used battery from mobile and laptop where it recovers valuable metal. We already know that Tata Group is betting big on electric vehicle future, with Tata Motor leading the automobile EV segment and Tata Power among the leading renewable energy producer. That is where Tata Chemical would add immense value in creating an entire ecosystem of electric vehicles. But like I said, it would be a long-term journey and a long-term bet. The next basic chemical division led by soda ash would continue to see strong demand from glass manufacturers, especially from solar glass manufacturing. As far as capex is concerned, Tata Chemical is not planning a EV plant currently, but it has planned a capex of 5,000 crore rupees across Tata Chemical and Rallis India. Within Tata Chemical, it has divided the capex in two phases. Phase 1 is till FY4 and phase 2 is beyond that. It is expanding its product manufacturing across soda ash, bicarb and salt. Company has already spent 1800 crore so far and committed another 1100 crore by March 24. Then there is another capex of 2000 crore for FY24 to 27 with incremental capacity of 30% for soda ash, 40% for bicarb and 5 times for silica. Hence for future growth, I would rate it 10 on 10. Since Tata Chemical demerged its Tata Salt business to Tata Consumer, we cannot look at historical numbers. If you look at the revenues in last 3 years, its revenues have increased from 10,357 crore to 12,622 crore in last 2 years. And its EBITDA has fallen from 1949 crore to 1500 crore, but again it has jumped to 2305 crore in 2021. Even the margins, if you see, it fell down from 19% to 15% but jumped to 18% in your FY21-22. Next, if you look at the profit after tax, its profit tanked from 1028 crore to 436 crore, but look at the sharp recovery in the profit. In FY21, the profit stood at 1400 crore and even the margins fell down from 10% to 4%, but now it is up at 11%. And if you look at the cash from operation, company is continuously generating cash. It was 1780 crore in FY19-20, then increased to 2037 crore in 2021 and latest it is 1644 crore in 21-22. Next, if you look at the quarterly performance of the company, in Q1 of June 21, the revenues stood at 2,978 crore. Then Q1 of March 22, revenue stood at 3,481 crore. And in latest Q1 of June 22, the revenue stood at 3,995 crore. So year on year, if you look at it, revenues have increased by 1,017 crore, which is an increment of 34%. Next, if you look at the profit after tax, profits have increased from 342 crore in Q1 of June 21 to 470 crore in Q4 of March 22 to 641 crore in Q1 of June 22. So again, year on year, if you see, profits have increased to 229 crore, which is a jump of 87%. Even the margins have increased from 11% to 14% to 16%. So if you look at quarter on quarter performance, company performance has been stellar. Next, if you look at the share price movement of the company, it is currently trading at levels of 1085. If you look at last 1 year of performance, it was more or less stagnant. But recently, if you see, in June 2022, in last 1.5 months, the share has jumped nearly 37%. Even after this jump, the PE ratio of the company is 17.77. So one of the reasons for this low PE is because company's earnings have increased quite a lot. Now, if you look at other numbers, if you look at the market cap of Tata Chemical, it is currently a 27,600 crore company, so a mid-cap company. In terms of debt to equity, company has a debt of 0.38, which is reasonable, well under control. The profitability in terms of ROC and ROE is not that high. It is 8.4% and 7.58%. However, the key parameter here is the valuation, which is just 17.7. So even after more than 35% jump in last 1.5 months, company is still looking very attractive. So even at current levels, you can accumulate Tata Chemicals, and like I said, this is one company that you can consider accumulating on every dip. Now let us try to understand the shareholding pattern to see what FIIs and DIIs and promoters are doing with this company. So if you look at the promoter holding, they've increased their holding in September 19. It was just 30.63%. Consistently, they increased their shareholding to 37.98%. And since then, the shareholding has been constant for last 7-8 quarters. FI's holding, if we see, it was 9.39%, then it increased to 14.45%, and then in last couple of quarters it got reduced, but in the latest June 22 number, if you see, the shareholding has increased to 14.99%. DII's holding actually got reduced. It was 38.88%, fell down to 20.77. So obviously one of the reason is promoter holding has increased, but overall if you see in last 6-7 quarter, DII shareholding is in the range of 19-20%. So overall you can see that Promoters have increased their shareholding in the company, and even DIs and FIs are holding a significant sum in Tata Chemical, and that shows the confidence of institutional investors in Tata Chemical. Overall, if we conclude, Tata Chemical has two major business segments. First is basic chemical, where it manufactures products like soda ash, sodium bicarbonate, etc. that finds application in glass manufacturing, detergent manufacturing, etc. Then second segment is specialty chemical, where it has three divisions: agri science, nutritional science, and material science that finds application in tires and rubber segment, crop protection, bakery, etc. Currently, 75% of the revenue of the company is from basic chemical, and its specialty chemical division is growing fast, where Tata Chemical is innovating and launching new products. The future growth prospect of chemical sector is looking bright due to demand from global market as well as from Indian market. Tata Group is already leading the electric vehicle space, and Tata Chemical would play a significant role in this journey. So Tata Chemical is one share that can be a part of your portfolio for next 25 years. As far as share price is concerned, Tata Chemical has rallied a lot in last 1 month, but it is still available at a P ratio of 17, which is looking attractive. Company has a market cap of 27,000 crore, so it is a mid-cap company. But I expect it to become a large cap in the future. Because in the future, sustainability would be the key focus, and there's a shift towards green chemistry to reduce the impact on environment. And that's where the long-term growth prospect of Tata Chemicals are immense. So this is one stock that can be added in the portfolio systematically, and every dip will create a buy opportunity. Now tell me in the comments, do you have Tata Chemical in your portfolio? And which is your favorite chemical stock? Also let me know if you want me to cover any specific chemical company. I hope you'll find this video useful, and if you liked it, do share it with your friends. Thank you.